In the past 5 years, my life hasn't really changed on the surface. I'm at the same company, I'm still waiting for my visa to convert to a green card, and I'm still single. Nothing has changed. Hello, welcome to Philadelphia, and I'm here for my 5-year reunion. Oh, this is my ride. All right, this is my ride. Hold on. I'm going to one of my favorite restaurants in Philly. It's called Soraya. Well, I missed a full day on Friday because of work, but we'll start out tonight with dinner. Oh, just got here at Soraya. Do I see it? Dinner's over. I'm here at Sierra Green. I don't remember this place, but we're gonna go see what's up there. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Coming back to the hotel. I know it's a little messy, but I'll take care of that later. 10:20 p.m. So I want to unpack a lot of emotions because the past few hours has been talking, socializing with my friends. Before coming, I really debated whether flying over from another city was the right decision because it's a lot. I use my weekends to recover and do some of the activities I want. I know I'm so behind on uploading on YouTube too. And I felt like, is this how I really want to spend my time? Wharton MBA is about 850 or so per year. And this year I know about 200 people registered for the 5th year reunion. And as I think about why I felt so nervous, because I know that in the past 5 years, my life hasn't really changed on the surface. I'm at the same company, I'm still waiting for my visa to convert to a green card, and I'm still single. Nothing has changed. The good thing was, as today progressed from dinner to Sarah Green and just catching up with friends, I felt young again. I could see myself back in my late 20s, excited about my life ahead, thinking that these 2 years will be life-changing. We were just talking about just the little silly things and things that we remember and miss about being a student and being in Philadelphia. I don't think I gave myself a full chance to really enjoy the city and open up. So that's on me because now that I think about it, I purposely didn't come to my 1st year reunion, and probably that's when the most number of my classmates attended. I understand that in 5 years, life priorities change, and grad school, business school feels like a distant memory. I want to know more about what's been bothering people lately, as in this whole sentiment around AI. Are we really going to have jobs in the next few years? Like, what's next for all of us? And get into the more uncomfortable conversation where it's not just, let's grab a drink and just talk about the fun little things that we're not going to care as much or remember in the next 5 years. Now that I think about it, in 10-year anniversary, I'll be 40. Hopefully by then, my life would be different, because right now I feel everything is chaotic, uncertain, and kind of scary. So with that in mind, it is time for my bed, but I'll be energized and show you guys the campus tomorrow. See ya. Good night. It is another day here, beautiful, in Philly. I'm heading to campus. Also going to a lot of lectures, so I'll take notes and share some of my learnings. So that right here is the ice rink. It was part of a hockey team when I was in school. All right. No one knows how to get inside. Was told to loop around, follow the crowd, and we shall see. So I did make it to the lecture. They found a singular seat for me. I took a lot of notes in the dark. These are some of my notes. I need to decipher it later. Welcome to the Huntsman Hall. It's completely new. Thank you. Woo. I put myself as technology, not consulting. Thank you. Woo. So So I'm looking for this folders that we had for our year when we did exams or quizzes. We'll get the quiz and all the paper stuff back in this folder cabinet. I know it's here somewhere. Someone posted it in our group chat yesterday, so I'm gonna go find it. Oh my God, I think this is it. Okay, these were the folders. This is literally our year. Alphabetical order. Do I see? Ah! Here it is. This is me. Oh my God. What is this? Let me take a look around. Hold on. Last name in blue, my color. Thankfully, I don't have any quiz to pick up, so I'm not gonna embarrass myself. But oh my goodness. Yep, someone has. Oh my gosh, so unreal. Wow. To the Wharton administration, please do not remove these folders. This is class of 21 right here, standing strong, and our legacy lives on. I was a student life fellow. This is a list for this year, class of 26. I was cluster 2 for the dragons. We have the lions, the dragons, the bees, and then the tigers. So it's kind of like the 4 houses in Hogwarts. To me, the dragons were the Slytherins. I'm like, very happy about that. That's me. You see me as a Slytherin or something else? Now walking into this cafeteria. So this is where I used to hang out in between classes, catch up with friends. There's a specific chair I used to sit with a guy I had a crush on. We don't talk anymore, but let me show you. It was like one of these seats. Hey, what class are you taking this semester? Let's sign up for the same one. So it's now 11 and I think it's getting quiet because we're going to some of the classes. Oh, actually it starts in about 30 minutes. I'm going to a session called Boardroom Excellence, Strategy, Technology, and Modern Director. Hopefully I learned something. I'm gonna go say hi to my friends. So I'll see you guys later. So we're at the bookstore. I know we have about a 30-minute break before our next. But right now we're going to be shopping around, looking at some gears for Penn and see if I want to spend more money through school. Oh, wait, these are so cute. Wait, that I would not wear. Ugh, but I think I like the wintry ones. So this is a youthful section. I feel like 4 wearing this. Found. Gonna be golden. This is a little too many words for me if I'm a kid. I love it. I think tonight will be a big night. We have dinner ahead and we'll also go to a nightclub called Voyeur. It's a Wharton tradition. Fun fact, Philly cheesecake is one of their most popular famous foods that I have yet to eat. Definitely not a this weekend thing, but I'm sure I'll be back in Philly for another weekend solo self-care here. Millennium Hall. Well, first time I'm actually early. But wow. Wow.
Time flies on me. I hopped on a plane at LAX with a dream, my cardigan.
Okay, full day of reunion in the book. I left the club at midnight, so go me. The day started out strong with Professor Angela's talk. Things that you can do to really change your life. First, you change your space. Then you choose your peers, find your mentors, and then grow a culture. Regarding space, Professor Angela used this term called situational agency. And what she was referring to was that us humans, we don't have a lot of motivation. It's scientifically really hard to rely on willpower. So the best way for you to stay consistent toward your goal is to make an environment that suits you. How close is your phone during the day? On days I get the most work done is when my phone is in my bag, out of sight, or even in a different conference room. She also shared a good lesson on how to pick your peers. Be surrounded by people who aspire to be better. Accountability, learning, and solidarity are what makes a good peer group. Then the next level is finding your mentors. One great example that she also wrote in her book, Grit, was on the story of Cody, how he was born in a prison and made his way to MIT and now is an AI startup founder. And when he reached out to Professor Angela, it wasn't asking her to be a mentor. It came in a place of having a curiosity conversation. I would love to learn more about your work, specifically about this portion. For mentorship, she encouraged us to have at least 2 people in mind, as well as work on a project together. That's when I feel like you really grow that relationship. She also made a reference to finding that one mentor who you can lean on indefinitely for the future. Last is around choosing culture that's both supportive and challenging for you. She also encouraged us as future leaders to nurture a culture that is welcoming, challenging, and supportive, whether that's small, medium, or large. Now I want to move on to some of the other lectures, but I'll be very brief here because I have a flight tomorrow and I'm a little tired. There were multiple lectures happening at the same time, and I chose to go to this session called Wharton Boardroom Excellence. I want to imagine one day of me, this Korean girl from abroad, like sitting in the boardroom. That would be kind of nice. I did serve on a nonprofit board before and learned quite a lot in terms of how a nonprofit board is run. The other lecture I attended was on Wharton AI productivity. This one, I have mixed feelings, but the biggest takeaway for me was AI actually is associated with 2% reduction in productivity in the most recent years, because the more you use it, it's actually outsourcing your thinking. And this is pretty much in line with one of the videos I made about AI. At the end of the day, the thinking, the logic really needs to come from you. And last but not least, this was my favorite part of the day, the Wharton Storytellers. Storytellers is a club unique to Wharton, and we share personal stories, vulnerable, funny, hilarious. This has been a very difficult storytellers for me to sit through. While the topic and the theme was plot twist, to me, this felt more like grieving with the things I had to go through in my life. I just felt that a lot of things in my life were out of my control, and I just had to sit there and find a way to survive all on my own. And I still struggle with this because even though I like to post on YouTube and share my stories, I am to a certain extent a private person, but it's still taking me some time to process all that has happened to me in the past 5 years. This is the moment when I felt not alone. Everyone has gone through their own struggles. Life just happens. It will suck, but we will continue to see the beautiful things that happen because that's the way to stay human. Now it's 12:30, and tomorrow I hope I can really show you guys some beautiful parts of campus in Penn. So good night. All right, back on campus with an ice cream truck. And here we're going to start out with the very beginning here. So if you ever come to Penn, this is where it all starts. Oh my gosh, people are graduating. You know, on my graduation day, I was such a bitch. I made my mom cry. So it's not a day I really think super fondly about. This one feels different because it's not mine. Here's a iconic spot if you've ever been to Penn. Now it's a line. We call it the button. Let me go take a little quick peek. Do not know the history behind this. I will look it up later. So I never had my Penn graduation. So my parents never got to come, never had a chance to learn more about the campus here. But here's the iconic centerpiece, Love. You know, there were a lot of people who were class of 2000, 1990s, 1980s, and it makes me think like, it might be nice if I have a kid one day that my kid can go to Penn. Welcome to Wharton. Back in Huntsman, and I forgot to show you guys, these are our study rooms. You have to book it online. I guess someone was trying to think about a startup idea. Look at that. I've actually never seen this wall when I was on campus.
Other side you see
Really?
1800 from starting
Oh,
of it, yeah.
okay. I actually never saw this when I was in school. This is fun. Oh, 1881. Oh, it's when Joseph Wharton created the first collegiate business school. I didn't get into Wharton for undergrad or Haas at Berkeley, but I guess I made up for it by coming to business school. Oh, 1921 is when the Wharton MBA program enrolls its first class. Actually, the year I graduated, since it was 2021, technically that's the 100th year. Or should I say, if you want to be really accurate, 100 plus or minus 2. Ooh, Ooh, Wharton Follies. It's a comedy club. My sister was part of the Columbia Business School Follies. I was not part of it. I auditioned, but didn't make the cut. But Wharton Follies was a very fun end of the year program where we all got to make fun of each other, including the school. Those are my core favorite memories. I'm gonna make sure that I have a reason to come back to Wharton, whether it's for maybe one day I start a business and it goes really well, or maybe because it failed and I want to share some of my learnings and lessons there, or for something else. I just come here for a lecture I want to take. But overall, Philly's been a great place. I met so many great people. Wharton's been unreal. Thank you for watching, and remember to come back to my next video topic on...
Let's go, it's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over.